Well, there's a recovery that's on the way. We'll do a quick check on the markets. We're almost on the verge of moving into the green in terms of the mid-cap stocks. We'll spot that in a bit. For the time being, let's hear out what Foreign Secretary Vijay Gokhale, what his brief had to say with regard to what transpired at the LOC today.
On the 14th of February 2019, a suicide terror attack was conducted by a Pakistan-based terrorist organization, the Jaish-e-Mohammed, leading to the martyrdom of 40 brave Jawans of the CRPF. The Jaish-e-Mohammed has been active in Pakistan for the last 2 decades, and it is led by Masood Azhar with its headquarters in Bahawalpur. This organization, which is proscribed by the United Nations, has been responsible for a series of terrorist attacks, including on the Indian Parliament in December 2001 and the Pathankot Air Base in January 2016. Information regarding the location of training camps in Pakistan and in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir has been provided to Pakistan from time to time. Pakistan, however, denies their existence. The existence of such massive training facilities capable of training hundreds of jihadis could not have functioned without the knowledge of the Pakistan authorities. India has been repeatedly urging Pakistan to take action against the Jaish-e-Mohammed to prevent jihadis from being trained and armed inside Pakistan. In an intelligence-led operation in the early hours of today, India struck the biggest training camp of the Jaish-e-Mohammed in Balakot. In this operation, a very large number of Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists, trainers, senior commanders, and groups of jihadis who were being trained for fidayeen action were eliminated. This facility at Balakot was headed by Maulana Yusuf Azhar, alias Ustad Ghori, the brother-in-law of Masood Azhar, chief of the JEM. The government of India is firmly and resolutely committed to taking all necessary measures to fight the menace of terrorism. Hence, this non-military preemptive action was specifically targeted at the Jaish-e-Mohammed camp. The selection of the target was also conditioned by our desire to avoid civilian casualties. We expect that Pakistan lives up to its public commitment and takes follow-up action to dismantle all JEM and other camps and hold the terrorists accountable for their actions.
Well, also let's listen to a whole host of other dignitaries on what they had to make of the Balakot attack.
It's completely now up to Pakistan whether they want to, ratchet it up a bit, whether they want to escalate or not. As far as our preparations are concerned, I'm sure the Air Force, Navy, and the Army is completely prepared, and we should be prepared for some action on the other side. It would actually not be correct for us to sit back and say that nothing can happen. I personally think we are not going to see a major reaction from Pakistan. I don't think there is something we should be so worried about that this could lead to some kind of an all-out war or something. As of now, that to me doesn't appear likely.
I think Pulwama attack definitely deserved a reply from our side. The very fact that we given a reply to this attack, this dastardly act, by a direct action through the use of Indian Air Force Mirage 2000 aircraft is a very good thing. It shows that we have upped the ante as far as response to terrorism is concerned. And the effect this will have is that they will think 50 to 100 times more before putting in any other terrorist attack onto Indian soil. It is not an attack on the Pakistan military or civil target. It is an attack on a terrorist organization training camps. So that is what we must insist on.
I don't expect any further action from India at the moment. And as you heard the Foreign Secretary saying, this was a preemptive strike on the Jaish-e-Mohammed camp, which had a large number of terrorists housed there. They've also named one leader of the Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorist organization, and who's the brother-in-law of Masood Azhar. So India clearly has, like the surgical strikes announcement, has now said that from our side, neither the civilians were target nor the military was a target. So India has clearly said there is no escalation. Except for making noises, I don't think Pakistan has the capability or the stomach to do a retaliatory act, because Indian air defense would be on full alert.
Well, we're seeing a big recovery in the markets on the headline index. That's the Nifty, as well as the mid-cap index. And keep an eye out on Z. Z is the stock you should be looking at. That stock is flying away. It's moved to the high point of the day. And not just that, if you're looking at some of those group companies, remember when these stocks fell, we saw all of them fall together. So you pull up the intraday chart of all these stocks. Z Entertainment is moving higher. It's moving higher on very large volumes. SL Propack as well has moved to the high point of the day. So keep an eye out on that one. All these group company stocks, they're moving higher. Even Dish TV, actually, the stock was down close to around 1%. All of them, in fact, they are spiking up. So I guess the street is coming to terms that maybe, in fact, the Z Group, there could be some, Z Entertainment, there could be a bit of a deal that's in the works out there. The management has been saying that they're working on a deal, and that's what's getting the entire group excited. All these stocks moving higher. Remember, when Z Entertainment had corrected, we had seen Dish TV as well move lower, as well as SL Propack as well moving lower. And now, in fact, all these stocks, they're surging ahead, actually, volumes as well, quite high. But that's all the time we have on the show. You do remember to mail us your queries. We'll address them, with our experts. Stay tuned. Closing bell takes us through the final hour of trade.